I was when you came into the Department of Licensing.
Well, it was 1990, December 1995.
I was 15.
There you go.
Yeah.
You're older now. Good job. Good job. So I'm gonna stand because it makes me feel more comfortable.
It's stand-up comedy, you're supposed to.
Yeah, of course. So some of you have heard these, and for that I apologize, but you can always hear them again. So this is about androgyny. So androgyny is when you look at someone and you don't know if they're a man or a woman. And so I am one of those people. You may not know, but it's true. And one of the things that confuses people about my gender identity is my love of ties. And so over my life, I've had some pretty exciting things happen around people not knowing what gender I was. So if it's somebody that I'm not going to know for a long time, like the wait staff or the cashier or the person that washes my car, and they say, "Thank you, sir, I don't care." That's what androgyny is. I don't care what you think I am. But if it's going to be someone I'm going to have a relationship with, I need to let them know, because after the first 30 seconds, it kind of gets stuck in there. So, and sometimes in the first 30 seconds, they don't say anything, so I don't know what they're thinking. So that can be a surprise too. So, for example, I had a new coworker, and we were working together, and it was about 5 days, and we were getting to know each other pretty well, and I was feeling comfortable. And one day she leans over to me conspiratorially and says, "Why does everyone here call you she when you're a guy?" And it was like, "Oh, I don't know, Sherlock." And then one day I was at BPD, and one of the managers there, I made a joke, and she said, "Josille, I didn't know you had a sense of humor." I said, "I'm in friggin' drag, and you don't think I have a sense of humor?" Oh,
I'll trade.
okay.
Here, Mike, I'm gonna trade you.
I'm telling stories,
I'm treating.
and we need an interpreter now.
Okay.
That's cool. It's okay. Okay, so, and one day I called up, and also my voice doesn't help, because, you know, my voice is right on the edge there. Me and Michael Jackson, actually, but I don't sing as well as he does. We're good. Anyway, I called up somebody, and I said, they said they're not here, and I said, "Okay, would you leave a message from Josille, J-O-C-E-I-L-D?" And they said, "Okay." And after a little while, I got this call from somebody, and they said, "Can I speak to Jose Isle?" And I said, "We don't have a Jose here." And she says, "Well, it's Jose, J-O-S-E, and I guess it's Isle, I-L-E." And I think to myself, what is it that's familiar about that letter? And then it hit me, oh, I'm Jose. The other place I have a lot of problems is in the restrooms. You know, they have those little signs. You're supposed to be one or the other. So there's a lot of confusion sometimes when I'm in the restroom and people don't know me. So, give me a second here. So sometimes I'll be in the restroom at the sink, and a woman will come in, and she'll look at me, and she'll look at the sign on the door, and she'll look at me, and I'll say, "It's okay, I'm unarmed." and then one time I was at the sink. I was at the sink, and this woman comes out of the stall, and she looks at me, and she just goes out. Well, you know, people leave the restroom. I didn't think it was a big deal, but a few minutes later, I'm still in there from my hair or something, and I hear this woman outside saying, "There's a man in the women's restroom." And I know who they're talking about. And so I go in the stall, and the security guard comes in, and he goes, "Is there a man in here?" And I pitch my voice up, because I'm in the stall. I go, "No, there's no man in here." "Well, we got a report that there was a man in here." "No, there's no guys in here." And then they left. That was sad. And then I traveled to visit friends in Mexico, and you know, there are not a lot of tall, androgynous women in Mexico. And so I don't know very many Spanish words, but I do know baño. And so I go into the stall, And this woman, who is smaller than I am, she's outside the stall, and I hear her saying things about what I know to be the women's baño, and I know that if I don't do something about this, something way worse could happen shortly. So I open the door and I say, "It's okay, la femelle." And then one day I was in the restroom, and there was a woman and her little girl, and you know she's the little girl, you know, they're washing her hands, and I walk in, and I'm standing there, and the little girl looks up at me, and I smile, and she looks back, and her mom, her mom is walking around, the little girl said, "Mommy, is this everybody's bathroom?" And in my imagination, hopefully the woman said, "Yes, honey, today it is." So I thought I had had all of the crazy things happen to me in a restaurant that was possible, but I was standing in a restaurant outside a one-holer. So a one-holer is a danger zone for me because, you know, the men are over there and the women are over here, and they come out and they see me. So I'm standing there, and this woman comes out. I used to say she was older, but now I'm probably getting towards her age. But anyway, I'm standing there, and she comes out, and she goes, well, what are you doing here?" And I say, "You know, I know it isn't obvious, but I really am a woman." And this woman goes, "Yep, they're there." And I am so shocked, I go, "Yep, they are." And she goes, "Oh, honey, I am so sorry." Gives me this big hug. It's like, so am I. So I've decided what to do for people who are standing there. They can't figure me out. You know, they're looking for the clues, trying to balance it out. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to design I have a button for my lapel. When I see them like that, I'm going to flash it to them and says, "Your guess is as good as mine."